Thank you everyone for coming today to our forum. So I think we are all filling up the seats today. We will now turn the mic to our moderator for the day, Vice President Xiao Weiyuan.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and distinguished guests. Welcome to the Taiwan-Czechia Forum on Democratic Resilience. I'm Xiao Weiyuan, the Vice President for International Affairs of National Taiwan University. Today is a great honor to me to be the moderator for the first part of today's forum. This forum is an important gathering of experts, scholars, and policymakers from Taiwan, the Czech Republic, and the European Value Center for Security Policy. We are honored to have you at NTU as speakers and the panelists to share your insights and expertise with us. I would like to make this opportunity to thank the organizing committee, including my colleagues at NTU Office of International Affairs and our partners at the European Value Center, the Taiwan Foundation for Democracy, and both Taiwan and the Czech Republic Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Without your commitment, this event would not be possible. Let's give them a big applause. Let us welcome some VIPs to the front to officially open the forum. First, please help me to give a warm welcome to the President of National Taiwan University, Professor Chen Wenzhang, President Chen.
Thanks, Xiaowei. Our speaker of Chamber of Duty from Czech Republic, Ms. Edabova. I hope I pronounced it correctly. And also the delegate from Czech Republic, and Deputy Minister Lee of Taiwan Foreign Affairs, and my colleague, faculty and students. Good afternoon. My name is Wenzhang Chen, and I'm currently the president of National Taiwan University. On behalf of my university, I would like to welcome you to attend the Taiwan-Czechia Forum on Democratic Resilience. Czech Republic and Taiwan have experienced the society transition from authority to democracy, and face a similar geographical pressures, and which needed to pay the price on such a transition. I think everybody knows about that. And I believe the speech from the Chamber of Duty and the discussion on the forum could share us the valuable experience on how to meet the challenge of democratic society. That's what I hope. On the other hand, I do believe the collaboration between the higher education institute play a very key role in promoting the democratic resilience. My university has a very strong partnership with several leading universities in Czech Republic, including the home university of Ms. Edabova, Charles University, and also Czech Technical University. In fact, the Charles University is our first partner university in Czech Republic, and we have enjoyed a mutual beneficial relationship since 1995. And I just asked the Chamber of Duty and the history of her university. It's almost 700 years. It's a very old and traditional university, and also prestigious universities. And NTU is the most comprehensive and the leading university in Taiwan, and we are open to collaborate with higher education institute in Czech Republic on many different kind of areas, such as social resilience, and also artificial intelligence, semiconductor, engineering, science, and also medicine. And besides, I would like to tell the delegates, the European Center in Taiwan is located at NTU, and actually, well, where is the, oh, yeah, here. The Dean Su, well, he will chair one of the forum. He's the director for the European Center in Taiwan, and he has several activities with the European societies. And also, NTU will establish the Society Resilience Center later this year. We do hope to get the support from Ministry of Education. Well, if not, we will support them. And I believe our collaboration will be much more extensive in the near future, not only on faculty and student exchange, and also project collaboration, center collaboration, and also the co-training the student for the internship and others. And I believe that we will work very hard on that. Finally, please allow me to welcome you all once again, and I hope the forum will spark further collaboration between everyone here, and I do believe you will have fruitful discussion in the afternoon. So finally, I thank you, and hope you have a good health during this period, and have a good afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Chen. Thank you for your warm and inspiring remarks. Next, please help me to welcome one of our distinguished guests today, the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Roy Li Chun, up to say a few words. Please.
It's a surprise invitation for me. I didn't know I have to speak before Madam Speaker. I really miss this place. 8 weeks ago, I was part of this community. I was working with Chonghua Institute for Economic Research, which is just like 200 meters away from here. And for the last 8 weeks, I started work with MOFA, professional colleagues that helped me, especially to organize today's events. So I take this opportunity to extend my gratitude to my colleagues from MOFA. Now, of course, I need to thank NTU for organizing this great event. I didn't know the topic Madam Speaker艾达莫娃is going to present with us is quite, challenging, democratic, resilience. They're keywords, but I didn't expect to see so many of you join this conference. So it shows the depth of the NTU. Finally, and for that I want to congratulate you. Finally, if you Google Madam Speaker艾达莫娃, you probably realize that she is turning just 39 this year. So for many of you, you probably are about 10 or 15 years away from that age, right? So she provides a role model, not as the leader of a main political institution in Czech Republic, but maybe as a role model for many of you. So you should make a decision now. 15 years later, you'll become the next Madam Speaker of Taiwan's Parliament. That's probably another implication why we want Madam Speaker艾达莫娃to be here with us at NTU. So let me waste no time and move the floor to Madam Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Li, for such encouraging, very inspiring remarks to all the students, all the young people here. Next, it's my great pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for today, the Honorable Makita Pikarova Adamova. Mrs. Adamova is a prominent politician and currently serves as a Speaker of Chamber of Duties of the Parliament of the Czech Republic. She graduated from Charles University in 2008 and received an engineer title from the Czech Technion University in Prague in 2011. As President Chen mentioned, both of these exceptional universities have partnership with NTU for a long time. Mrs. Adamova has been a member of the Chamber of Deputies since 2013. In 2021, she was elected President of the Chamber of Deputies. Throughout her distinguished career, Mrs. Adamova has been a strong advocate for human rights, the rule of law, and democratic values. Today, she will share her insights on the Taiwan and Czechia's long-lasting partnership and the importance of collaboration in promoting democratic resilience. Please join me in giving warm welcome to the Honorable Markita Pikarovova and Adamova. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the warm welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, Daja Hao. It's even not easy for us to, to pronounce, so it's 50-50. It's a great honor for me to open the conference called Taiwan Czech Forum and Democratic Resilience. So I would like to thank the organizers, the European Values, and mainly Jakub Janda, the director and the National Taiwan University, represented here by Mr. Chen Weng-Chang. And let me also welcome here Mr. Roy Chun-Lee, the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs. It is very appropriate that our two nations cooperate in the field of democratic resilience. We share similar historical lessons, totalitarian regimes and human rights violations in the past. And today, large dictatorships in our regions who challenge us. The Czech historical lesson and European lesson learned today from the Russian war in Ukraine is clear. We need to deter the dictators from attacking. Appeasement never works. Democracies must be strong and willing to support each other. So, as Czechs, we know that we need to support and cooperate with Taiwan as the only way how to deter the totalitarians. They are more than one, unfortunately. Is to show will and capability to defend. Enemies of our freedom must know if you attack us, the price will be extremely high. But there is also the democratic defense. Beijing's regime must know that Taiwan has many good democratic allies. If Chinese Communist Party decides to attack Taiwan, they will fail. They will lose Europe in political and economic sense. It's our job to say it clearly. So there is no strategic ambiguity about that. Let me tell you why my country, the Czech Republic, is and wants to remain the best friend of Taiwan in Europe. Friendly political relations make it easier to help our economic and security cooperation grow. This is why Czech President-elect Petr Pavel held first ever call as a European elected head of state with President of Taiwan. And that is why our current government supports deeper engagement with Taiwan. In a Czech governmental Indo-Pacific strategy, Taiwan is mentioned by the name for the first time ever. In European context, we have already established unique economic relations. We want to be the shining example of how democratic countries can benefit from bilateral trade and cooperation. That is why I opened the Czech Hub here in Taipei to help Czech businesses to come here. I want everybody in Europe to hear and see that engaging with Taiwan is not only morally right, but it is also beneficial. When speaking of our great relationship, I also have to mention one name. The late Czech President Václav Havel, who was a great supporter of Taiwan and even visited your country in 2004. We are happy that we managed to bring an exhibition of Václav Havel's photographs, which is displayed right there in the other room. Václav Havel often spoke of the liberating power of truth. In his very first speech as president, he announced to the Czechoslovak people that he would not lie to them, and he adhered to it. He didn't care if the truth might cost him political points. He did what he thought was right and necessary. His courage to say unpleasant things and to confront us with the bare reality should be a model for all of us. His words of truth and love are belighted by many and literally despised by many, as if they were just a symbol of naivety. But we know how terrible it is to live in a mendacious society, and we have many tragic examples of what hatred can do to people. Václav Havel only summed up humanity's millennial yearning for justice and kindness in a nutshell, worthy of a great playwright, an ideal of the world to which we should all aspire. He often spoke of himself as a world citizen. He made it clear that everyone has a responsibility, not only for the space where they live, but also for everything in the world that is close to them and for which they are able to do something. He is not talk about values, he acted on them. This is also why he became one of the most respected men on the planet. And this exhibition shows that his legacy remains strong. Havel saw conscience as the basis of existence, as a trigger to try to do things right, and at the same time as an inner resistance, not to resort to populism and easy solutions. He always fought courageously for freedom, but he never considered freedom to be a value, allowing everyone to act as they please. Above all, he saw it as a huge responsibility for everyday human action, which conscience should keep on the right track. The Czech Republic is very fortunate to have had such a man leading our country. He was always able to articulate very precisely what is necessary for us to operate in the world with dignity, truth, clarity, and to achieve the goals we set ourselves. He paved the way and showed us the direction our politics should take. All we have to do now is to keep that course. Our government defined its foreign policy as a return to Havel's diplomacy and did not have to explain what that meant. Indeed, respect for human rights and support for partners in their struggle for freedom and democracy still embodies his very strongly. When I look around and see the photographs, my mind sincerely thanks him for the endless pool of things he inspired me with, as well as millions of people around the world. It is also to his inherent credit that I stand here today alongside by my Taiwanese friends. Without Václav Havel, the world of freedom and democracy would have had a much harder time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming here today, both the conference and for as well the exhibition. And I wish you a great afternoon, great and fruitful discussions, and all the best for you. Stronger are we if we are together. So be together.
Thank you, Vivian. Would you please stay on the stage because our President Chen is going to give you a present on behalf of NTU. Yes, please come forward, President Chen. Okay, thank you. We're going to have a group photo. So before we begin the panel discussion, it's time to have a group photo. So I have the instruction to our photographer. Okay, you have to change it? Okay. I would like to ask everyone to please stand up and move toward to the center of the forum, right? Yeah, they want you to stand up and move, squeeze to the center. I think probably can stand over here, and then they will take photo from here. It's the audience, please stand up and move to the center. You want to stand up too, yeah. Yeah, you too.